everyone, and welcome back to Hannah's Happy Home. In today's video, I'm going to be taking you along on my day as I do a little bit of decorating, work on some things outside, some cleanup and some projects, and then also some cleaning and projects inside, maybe a little bit of cooking. So just a variety of things in today's video as I take you along on my day. These videos are fun to film for something a little bit different than the normal decorating videos where it's just shopping and decorating. So I woke up early this morning, had my breakfast outside on the porch, then I made the boys breakfast once they woke up, and now they're outside playing. Levi is still sleeping, and I made myself an iced coffee. I'll put some footage here of when I made this iced coffee, and I'll also link the recipe down below. I found it on Pinterest, and it's just a really delicious summer coffee recipe. It's a brown sugar iced coffee and so yummy. I don't usually add the whipped cream on top, but I do add a few dashes of cinnamon. So it's just milk, ice, instant coffee, brown sugar. You blend all of that, and then you can top it with whipped cream if you want, and then a dash of cinnamon. I'm not a huge fan of instant coffee, so once I get my espresso machine, I'll probably just make it with a shot of espresso. Okay, so now I'm gonna quickly clean up the kitchen. I did clean up the kitchen before I went to bed last night, so it was really nice to wake up to a clean kitchen this morning, but there is just a few dishes from breakfast. I need to wipe off the countertops. And then once that's cleaned up, I have some new glassware from Hobby Lobby I'm going to unpackage, and we'll add those to the shelves in the kitchen, clean off the shelves a little bit, and maybe redecorate those. Okay, so a couple weeks ago I was in Hobby Lobby and they had an entire aisle of home decor that was marked down to 75% off, and they had a whole bunch of this beautiful glassware that I had saw in Hobby Lobby several months ago, but back then it was only 50% off, so I just didn't end up getting it. And then the other week I saw that they were marked down to 75% off. So I just decided to get a couple of glasses. I was needing some new glasses, and these are just super cute, and they're going to be really cute displayed up on the shelf. He just really wants to play with all this, so I'm gonna set him down and then we'll unpackage all the glasses. These are washed and ready to put up on the shelves. I got 2 of the large ones, 4 of the smaller ones, and then I thought these were cute as well, so I got 2 of these for just like iced coffee and things. I wish that I would have gotten 4 of the large ones, but I think they only had 2 or 3 left. I think it's fun to mix up your glassware and not have it all the same, so I'm going to look for some larger glasses that are maybe like the same color but have a little bit different design. I took both of the plants off the shelf, brought them over here to the sink so that I could take off any dead leaves, dead stems and just kind of give them a once over, make sure they were doing okay, give them water. I washed off the leaves a little bit. This rollout dish rack is not just handy for washing dishes, but it's also great to put my plants on when I'm watering them. It did come with my sink, but you can buy it separately as well. I'll put the link for it down below. And then this black pot with the cream color design, I really love this. I found it on clearance either, I think it might have been last year. I found it on clearance at HomeGoods. I'll give you a quick rundown of what I have on these shelves. So on the top shelf on the left side, the goblets and the candlesticks were from a thrift store. The cups in the middle were from Hobby Lobby. Like I said, that pot was from HomeGoods. The Happy Home sign is Hobby Lobby. These two different sized jars are really beautiful. I love the texture and the color of these. I found them at Target. And then on the bottom shelf, I just have everyday items that we can use, like glasses and bowls. Okay, so I watered the plants, dusted everything, rearranged things a little bit, added a few new items, and this plant up here is actually doing really great. I didn't think it would do that good just because it's up in the corner. It doesn't get much sunlight, but it's doing good. It probably won't grow as fast as this one. This one has just gone crazy over here. It gets some nice sunlight from the window, and I'm hoping that it just continues to grow down over the shelves. Love having shelves here in the kitchen, and it's just fun to switch the items around every once in a while. Now I'm going to clear off the shelves and the desk here in my little office space in our bedroom. If you missed the video from a couple months ago, we turned what used to be a closet here on this wall in our bedroom into a little office space, but it could also be functional as maybe just like a space to get ready with like a little mirror. I could keep my necklaces hanging on here. We can keep decor on the shelves with a little stool underneath the desk. So it will just be functional even when I don't have my office in this space, but for now this is my little office area, and we just added a DIY accent wall with a stencil that I got off of Amazon. We painted this wall white and then used a darker gray paint color to paint on that stencil. Jalen made some floating wood shelves and a floating desk. We color matched the stain to our dresser and our nightstand, and just was a great use of this space. We love how it turned out. So now today I'm just trying to get all of this clean. I took everything off of the shelves and the desk and just dusted the shelves, dusted the corners and the desk. I had taken a lot of the decor off of these shelves and put them in other spaces of the house when I was working on different projects, and so these shelves were basically empty and they just had camera items stacked up there. Things were just stacked on the desk and weren't very organized, so I just wanted to take everything down, get it all clean, and redecorate the shelves, reorganize everything. I went through my decor closet and just used items that I already had on hand. I took a quick break. The boys wanted to show me their hideout out here behind the backyard. And it's just such a beautiful cloudy afternoon. There's a couple of storms around. Just really nice breezy weather. Really? We had several of these IKEA drawer units in storage from when we tried to make some DIY desks with a couple of these drawer units. So I needed some storage underneath of my desk for like paperwork and all of those different little random items that were just always stacked on top of my desk, and everything was just always cluttered, didn't make for a great workspace. So I wanted to add some drawers under here, but the handles were silver, and so I decided to pop those off really quickly and just set them out on top of a trash bag. And I got out my favorite black spray paint, gave these a quick coat of spray paint, and then I reattached these to the drawers. This is a really great spray paint that we've used for a lot of projects, and it bonds to metal really well. Okay, so my little office corner is complete. It's looking so much better now that it's clean, organized, and decorated. I really wish that I would have gotten a before. The shelves were like basically empty. There was a bunch of stuff stacked up on the desk. And now it just feels so much more inviting to come over here and sit down and work. So first off, I have my chair, and then this pillow I found in the closet, so I added that there. That will help a little bit with back support. I added this black basket for a trash can. This ottoman I keep underneath for me to be able to prop my feet up on. Over here I put that little drawer unit, and beside of there is my gimbal camera case. It's so nice to have some drawers under my desk now that I can just throw like paperwork, different random things like that, instead of having them stacked up on top of the desk. On top of the desk, I've got my computer, keyboard, mouse, and then over here is my microphone, a coaster because I always have a drink here with me when I'm editing. I put this little plant in the corner. Over on this side, I've got my planner, notebook, 2 whiteboard calendars. These are from Walmart, and I love these. They're so nice for planning out my videos. So the calendar in the back is July, and then this one is August, which I haven't filled out yet. This little phone stand is from Amazon, and it's really nice when I'm sitting here editing videos. I don't have to pick up my phone every time I get an email or a text. My phone can just be sitting right here, or if I have like music or a podcast playing. And then I've got all of the little random things in this basket. I got this basket from Hobby Lobby years ago, so I've got some little camera stands here, some tissues, pens, my glasses, post-it notes, and then above the desk is the 2 shelves. I just added a few items up here. I didn't want to crowd it too much. And then I do have that basket light that I made last year hanging up here, and then the cord comes around the ceiling, down the corner, and plugs in down at the floor. I put this little picture in the corner of us in Kauai for our 7-year anniversary, this little figurine. And then I put this black tray here because I thought this might be nice to put like the camera, the batteries, different things like that I can set down inside this tray. And then I have my YouTube plaque, this little plant, I think this was from Hobby Lobby years ago, and then just this little pot over here in the corner. I think this was from At Home. Up on the top shelf, I've got a picture in the corner, 3 candlesticks, and then I draped some greenery over the edge here. And then over in the right hand corner, I've got this little black pot, and then this large white ceramic pot that I actually DIY'd. I got it from Goodwill, and then I just gave it a little makeover. Put some greenery in there, and that is how my little office space turned out. Now I actually have inspiration to come over here and work, edit videos, and everything is just a lot more functional now and a lot prettier. So my last project of the day was going to be to clean the front porch. It's a mess out there. There's piles of pine needles and leaves and dirt, and the rug needs pressure washed, the furniture needs pressure washed. So I was going to work on that the rest of the day, but he is not wanting to take his 3rd nap. He just wants me to hold him. I don't think I'm going to get to that today because we have to leave in 1 hour to go to a barbecue at my husband's family's farm. So I'll probably just have to continue this video tomorrow. I haven't been doing the best job at filming every part of my day today. I just get busy taking care of him and the other boys and just everything everything else going on. This morning we did get the final measurement for our countertops. They came to the flip house and did the final measurement, took the sink with them and everything. They are going to send me pictures of the different granite slabs. That way I can pick them out because they're about an hour and a half from us. And so I didn't want to have to drive that far to pick out the slabs. So they are going to be able to send me pictures of those. And the granite countertop will be getting installed in just 2 weeks, which is really exciting. So stay tuned. Okay, so it's the next morning. On this day, 3 of us had dentist appointments that I was going to have to leave for at around 11 o'clock. And so before I left, I wanted to quickly get some pomegranate jelly canned. I had some pomegranate syrup left in the freezer and we just weren't using it up, and I'm about to harvest pomegranates again here in about 2 months. So I decided to just turn that syrup into jelly and get it canned quickly here this morning. Now, as I was getting everything ready, getting my jars boiling and the lids and everything clean, I was like, oh, this is going so smoothly. It's so easy. I need to can things more often. And then as I was boiling my jelly, just in a split second, it's something that you really have to watch with jelly because it can happen so quickly when you're boiling it. In just a split second, it overflowed everywhere, all over the stove and everything. It was just such a mess and such a nightmare to clean up. But thankfully, I got it all cleaned up off of the stove and I got all of the pomegranate jelly canned before we had to leave. So the way that I'm canning this pomegranate jelly is the same way that my mom cans jelly. She just boils those lids in hot water. The biggest key is to just keep everything hot. Your jelly, your jars, your lids, and everything. And so I had my jars boiling over here, my lids. So I'd take my hot jar out of the pan, pour the water out of that, set it over here on my rag, fill it up with jelly, and then I'd put that hot lid on top of there, screw it on nice and tight. First, you do have to make sure that it is washed off around the top of the lid. You don't want any jelly or anything right there around where it seals. So I just keep a tea towel over my shoulder that's half wet and half dry so that I can keep that wiped off. And all of these jars popped and sealed, and the jelly did turn out tasting amazing. Okay, the last project I wanted to get done was to clean this front porch. It hadn't been cleaned in months. There was piles of pine needles. This outdoor furniture needed to be cleaned. You couldn't even hardly see that there was a rug here anymore. That's how thick these pine needles were. It had just gotten out of control out here. So I am going to clear everything off of this porch, rake up the pine needles, blow off the porch, and then pressure wash the porch, pressure wash off the outdoor furniture, pull the weeds out underneath the pine tree here. And I do want to plant some plants under this pine tree and maybe do something a little bit different for an edging instead of these bricks. But I haven't been to a nursery or Lowe's or Home Depot lately to pick up any plants. So hopefully I can get some soon the next time we go into town. We just haven't been going into town as much lately with how high these diesel prices are. All of these succulents are faux succulents from Amazon. I got these last year and put them in this wall planter that we have here on the side of the house. I think it took about 3 or 4 boxes to fill up this entire planter, but there is quite a few of these succulents that come in each pack, and they're probably the most realistic faux succulents that I've ever seen. They even feel like a real succulent, so I would highly recommend these. I'm just cleaning out the planter a little bit. I'm going to blow this off, and then I'll also run the pressure washer over this quickly just to clean off the plants. I'm getting all of these pine needles raked up and removed. Now that I have this front patio porch area clean, we are planning to maintain it a lot better just so it doesn't get so bad again. Just to quickly blow it off once a week will just help to maintain the mess. We've been doing great at maintaining the back porch, mainly just because we use it every single day, and so once a week we just do a quick cleaning back there. We use the back porch all the time, every single day, but this front patio porch area, we just don't use that often. That's why it got a little bit out of hand. We've loved this pressure washer. I've talked about it several times before. I love how small and lightweight it is, but yet it does an awesome job. We bought this one from Home Depot, and it is the Ryobi brand pressure washer. This black and white designed rug, I bought this from Target last year for here on the front porch. I also have the smaller one at my back door, and it cleaned up really nicely after a good pressure washing. It was extremely dirty, so I was surprised that it got so clean after being pressure washed. But now I'm just working at cleaning this outdoor furniture, and then I will get everything put back here on the patio, and then we are going to add some plants to the front door. So I've had these two faux bushes for several years, and just over the years of them being out in the weather and everything, the pots have gotten really rusty and worn, and so Jalen just gave these a quick coat of matte black spray paint, and then he added these to the front porch there on either side of the front door. I had these in storage, wasn't sure what to do with them, and I wanted to put some plants on either side of the front door, so decided to just put them out here, and they worked out great. So I hope that you enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for watching and coming along on 2 different days with me as I worked on projects and cleaning and just different things around the house. Stay tuned for those videos about our flip house. They go live every other Saturday, so be sure that you're subscribed so you don't miss out on those as we work on completely finishing that little brick house. And we'll see you in a couple days with a new video. Bye!